This is, he's 7 weeks now, so I'll make it the 7-week update. Buddy, he's a little fussy. I was going to do it last week, but this week I went back to work, so I thought it'd be easier to do it this week after I went back to work, so I could talk about that. Here, let's see. He gets kind of fussy in the afternoons. He's tired, but he doesn't want to sleep. So he's just fussing a little bit. Bouncing helps. In the last couple of weeks, he's been talking to us more. I know you can't tell, but he smiles and laughs and giggles. He likes being sung to. He's focusing on stuff really well. You can kind of tell now he's looking at the hall light. Say hello. He's starting to tolerate the swing a lot better. He likes to be swaddled in it, really high speeds. You want to sit on my lap? Come on. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. And he likes his bouncy seat. And I can actually set him down there in one of them with the toys. I have one without toys that I generally just put him in there to sleep. Like I'll bounce him with my foot. And I have another one that has toys on it, and I put him in there when I'm trying to do the dishes. And he can sit in that for about 10-15 minutes, and I can get a lot done. He keeps his head up really well by himself. Usually during the day. He's more of a cat napper, like about half an hour to an hour at a time. And there's generally only like 3 or 4 naps during the day. The rest of the time he's up and he wants to be played with. You got boogies? Nope. Okay. He's very demanding. I finally got him to start liking baths, but I have to fill the tub all the way up and get in with him. And he likes it when he likes to kick against me, and I'll hold his head and push him out a little and bring him back. Kind of like, whoosh. Ooh. He's kicking me. For the most part at night, he sleeps really well. I'll give him a bath around 7 every other night. Usually every other night. Sometimes I get busy and then I just do it the next night. And then when he gets out, put a diaper on him, put some lotion on him. Then I feed him, and he usually falls asleep while we're feeding. And then I just put him in his little bed, and he does fine. I don't even know if you guys can see me very well. I'll have to redo this otherwise. He's up about every 3 hours at night to eat. Sometimes a little longer. I think last week, 2 nights in a row, he slept for about 5 hours at a time. So that was pretty cool, but he hasn't done that since. And he eats about every 2 hours, I think, with the sitter. When he gets a bottle, it's about every 2 hours. When it's with me, it's pretty constant. He just likes to be attached to me, and I have to distract him and play other games with him. But I think this week or next week I'm going to start reading before I feed him, if he'll tolerate it. He is very demanding about his food. That's probably what he wants now. I don't think he's very hungry, though. He just spit up a lot. He is a little cold right now. Just a little one. He's been breathing funny the last couple days, but they said his lungs sounded clear. And his eyes are a little itchy. Let's see. Breastfeeding, when I'm at work, I send about 12 to 15 ounces, about 3 or 4 bottles, and he usually eats all of it. And he doesn't need much more. She says I'm sending the right amount, so when he gets home with me, he kind of likes to cluster feed, and I figure he's probably missing me or something. But he'll just lay on me and eat and eat and eat, and he doesn't really like to come off. I'm trying to get him to do other things and not just eat, because I'm not getting anything done at home. It's kind of hard to clean or do anything. I have to like try to get him to sleep, and I don't want him to sleep the whole time. He's not really having trouble eating, obviously. Doesn't have any problems latching on. Sit down and bounce. And let's see. I hope this is not going too long. I get really painful letdowns. You know, especially if I'm pumping. Ooh, what's he doing? You know, like the pumping, it just makes my boobs really sore, and like I guess with the going to work, between going to work and coming home and him eating, cluster feeding, you know, I think getting back into a routine with the milk coming in, I've been kind of engorged today, and I've kind of been hurting. So, you know, like I'm really sore after I pump, and it's like being on fire, and everything touching it hurts. But it doesn't hurt very long, and when he starts eating, it goes away. So I'm guessing it's just the pump. I've done a lot of parking lot feedings, especially when we go to Walmart. He eats out in the parking lot, and then, you know, we'll go in, or he'll eat and then we'll leave. He does not like his car seat. He cries the entire time he's in it. He hates being strapped in. You know, it's kind of hard to go on car trips. You know, if I can get him to sleep before we leave, that's the best idea. Because if he's asleep, he's not crying. And he can go to sleep in the car. He's just usually screaming too much to let himself fall asleep. So it's really hard to go anywhere. But he usually does pretty well when we get places. What's he doing, buddy? Can you smile? Bzz, 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 bzz. Nope. He likes to play games. Yesterday I laid him in the pack and play when he was a little drowsy, and I spun the mobile, which you have to spin yourself. And I think that's a horrible idea. He laid there for about 20 minutes and, you know, he yawned and came close to falling asleep, but he never did. So I'm going to keep trying that a little bit at a time and seeing if that helps. We're working on it. You know, he's getting there. He's starting to self-soothe a little bit. Ooh, sorry. Not a whole lot, though. I know. You are angry. What you doing? Oh, do you say you're hungry? He will not take a pacifier still. I think he does with other people. He doesn't like to do it with me. I don't force it. Nope. What was I saying? Oh, so soothing. He kind of puts his hands in his mouth. I noticed he was doing it in his car seat the other day before he started crying. Like, I can get about 5 to 10 minutes in the car before he starts crying. Am I going to have to redo this? Huh? I had my 6-week checkup on the 1st. She took me off all my restrictions. We're just getting on birth control now. And the incision looks good. I still get sharp pains in it every now and then for a little while, but it's never very long. You know, I've got about 25 pounds to lose still. I've lost about 30 pounds in the first 3 weeks, and I stopped losing weight. I know, tell me about it. Ah, gag, 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 gag. Ah, gag, 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 gag. Ah, gag, 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 gag. I started work Monday, and I am exhausted. It was kind of hard leaving him with the sitter. Like the first day, I stopped the entire way to work, and I thought, you know, it'll get easier. And the second day, I just kind of felt really hollow. You know, it really doesn't get easier, as far as I can tell. Yesterday, he was with Daddy all day, and apparently it did not go very well. He was very cranky while I was gone. He cried and gave Daddy problems, but he got him to sleep for about an hour, so it couldn't have been that bad. When he is really upset, he does not sleep. So, you know, they're just getting used to each other. And But when I picked him up, when I got home he was sleeping, and I picked him up and he was all smiles. He was happy to see me, and he was hungry in a little bit, so I fed him. And that's about it. He's just, I tried to do this earlier, but I was just busy, and now that I'm doing it, he's cranky. I'm probably going to take a bath pretty soon after I feed him, so I can start getting him ready for bed. And it's only an hour early. He likes to be talked to. It's getting a lot better, In the beginning, all he did was cry, and now he's a little happier sometimes. Yeah, he likes to look around. Oh, yeah. And, he likes getting his diaper changed. He lays on the changing table and just waves his little arms around. Oh, do you say hi? Say hi. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and just stop now and feed him. That's really all there is. But yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.